9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hey you guys, blessings upon blessings to each and every one of you. I hope you find yourself in great spirits today, because I find myself in great spirits as always. So let me get into the commentary you guys are here for. Make sure if you can, hit the like button, subscribe button, and hit the post notification bell so you could be alerted when I drop another video pertaining to one of the favorite reality TV shows or YouTube influencers that I cover. Whichever, over here we do it all. We are a family. We are a knit family. We will do it all. So let me get into what I came here for. All right. So CJ had did a live on Instagram, and on that Instagram live, he has stated that he was going to drop a video, and in that video will answer each and every one questions that everyone had for him. So it rolls over that the video that he was talking about drops. So as that video drops, and in there he explains, in details to answer the concerned questions that people had. He goes to say people are trying to say he is trying to act like a guy named Mr. Bean, what I don't know the fuck that guy named, trying to act like him, and CJ said, he's not, he just turned over a new leaf. He's trying to do things different and in a positive direction. And for me, stating on this part, I feel like, excuse me, I cried, but excuse me. I feel like, to be quite honest with you, YouTube is a huge platform with millions people on it that's doing variety of different, concept of videos. A lot of the videos we come across are exactly maybe same, but just different people doing it, different pranks, people doing, or vlogs that people are doing, trending, food tasting or food this, commentary on talking about the same people, different commentary people talking about the same people, but with different, opinions and thoughts, you understand? And then you got the other ones where they do, hip-hop news or, celebrity news. And then you got the other ones that, does meditation music. The list go on. YouTube does a lot of things, you understand? But a lot of people also do the same thing other people do, because that's how you get ideas. So for people to say this young man is trying to, copy off the other person, then everyone on YouTube is copying off of each other, because everyone almost does the same thing, covers the same thing. So I don't understand why people just states the stigma that people are just copying them, when 9 out of 10 people talks about the same thing but just different opinions. People do the same prank but just with different people on a little slight different ideas. People covers the same news or the same artists, let's go on, but just different people covering them. So I don't feel like this man is trying to copy off a person. I think this man, probably the person that y'all saying he's copying off, gave him a great idea, gave him a, say, hey, well, let me just change my channel, something different, because if he could do it, I could do it. It's nothing wrong. Sometimes people inspire people to do different things, and that's nothing wrong. You understand? So I feel like, for anyone that's saying, in my opinion, that he's copying the other person, then I guess we all copycatters of some type in some way, because we all almost do the same shit on here. Let's be logical, let's state facts, you understand? And it's okay that he just gave credit to that guy. He said that guy is a awesome YouTuber or whatever, that's giving credit when credit's due. So just move on. Then the other one goes on to, he starts saying that Zelo is no longer, editing or whatever. Zelo went back to doing what he used to do before, fix things and set things up. Okay, Zelo and CJ has a bond, and have whatever they discuss outside social media, and if they feel like D-Lo felt like he didn't want to do the thumbnails no more or do the videos, whatever, it's okay. As long as they understand their friendship and bond and they don't let that get in between them, that's fine. He still has respect for D-Lo. D-Lo has respect for CJ, and it's all good. It's not everything. When we grown as people and we have a mindset and we know how to communicate, it's not all about drama. It's not all about want to fight each other, because at the end of the day, that shit gets old in due time. In due time, that shit get old. And if you want to be all the time in drama and all that, then and think you got to be fighting your friend because your friend no longer want to do this for you or that for you, you need to re-strategize and think on shit that you're doing, because not everything needs to be affiliated with drama. Not everything needs to be beefing with the next person or with your friend. That shit gets old in due time. And then the other one goes on how he say he has a different team on him, new people on set to help him, get this vision board the way he wants it, get the vision board of how he's going to handle his channel and have a different navigation that he wants to take his channel. And that's good. Sometimes it's okay to have, if you feel like you need people in here to brighten up your ideas, that's fine. That's okay. That's his business. And how he wants to navigate his business, it's his problem. That's his channel. That's his money. That's his subscribers. That's on him. That's on him at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, we all that do YouTube, we all in this for different type of reasons. You understand? Some of us in this to give people entertain. Some people are in this to do commentary, entertain the people, and have people communicate and give their own different thoughts and opinion on videos or on TV shows or etc. They may see, and it's fine. That's his channel. I think grown-ass people should be just focused on their own channel. Let me go to the other one. Then he persists to say that a lot of people are saying, I don't think he said a lot of people. Let me rephrase that. If I'm not mistaken, he said, when will he be able to see the kids? That a lot of people asking him when will he be able to see the kids and when would they get to see the kids on his channel. He stated it's a work in progress, but is looking like he will soon be able to see his kids, and he's just trying to do everything behind the scenes. Then he said he has no problem helping his kid's mother, or if she wants, he has no problem helping his kid's mother. Like if she needs whatever she needs, and if he could provide, he will provide. He has no problem. He said that is no issue. He has no issue. He said he tried to long enough to hold off to going to the courts. He was trying to do all this outside of the courts. You understand? He tried to work with her, but shit happened, and he had a lot of people including I'm not gonna sit here and be a fake bitch, because that's not what I am. He said it. He said it. I said, if she don't want to allow him to go see the kids, last obligation to take a court. Because if the father's an active father and the father puts those kids in no harm way, he's not a drug addict, etc., the list go on, and he's a very, on hand father and always there no matter what, then he deserved to see his kids, because at the end of the day, it took two to tangle. It took two to lay down and make those babies. And if he's willing to be man enough and take the obligation to raise his kids and not run away from his kids and disappear on his kids, then I say go to court and fight for the rights to see your babies. And he did it. I ain't say he ain't listen to me, because I'm just a small ass YouTube channel. I don't stand nowhere, you understand? But he listens to a lot of people that had the same thoughts and, the thoughts and opinion that I had, you understand? He did it. Even though he didn't want to do it, He just had to do it because those are his babies, and he don't want his kids to raise and say like, damn, my father was never there for me. You understand? He wants to be active in his kids' life when his kids grow up. Like, damn, my daddy was there when I needed him. Let's go on, etc., etc. The same way my mommy was there, because I don't take away from Royalty and I don't take away from CJ. They are good parents. Royalty is a good parent. I can't sit here and say she's not a good parent, you know, and I cannot sit here and say CJ is not a good parent. As what I see they put on, you know, for us on social media, they are good parents. Do they, you know, got flaws? Do they, you know, they did things out of how can I say that? Have they did things, you know, out of the heat of the moment? Yes. And I think we all did stuff out of the heat of the moment. We all said things out of the heat of the moment, you understand? But that does not make us any less than the next person. That does not make us a bad person. I feel like she has flaws, he has flaws, and they working on it, and they are good parents. I do not take it from them. You understand? I give credit when credit due, and I'm going to give them credit. Do I feel like, you know, at the end, everyone, including, you know, them, I'm talking about them, just put this to rest already. Allow this family to heal. Allow this family to move forward. I hope he and she continues to keep this off the internet, work closely with each other in seeking a way to have these kids, to have both mommy and both daddy in each other's life, even though they're not together, but they could be co-parenting and in the long run hope to be, you know, a good friend to each other. But I feel like those kids should have mom and dad. And I feel like the spotlight been so much on them, and I know at times it could get very heavy on the shoulder where they want to disappear and don't want to come back on social media, but they have to because that's how they make their money. I mean, they make their money in very different ways, like we all do, you understand? But that's how, you know, something they like and they don't want to run for it. But I feel like at the end of the day, it has to come to a point where I allow the healing process for both of these individuals, for this family and for the kids, to heal already. Allow them to find a way of a solution to come together for the sake of the babies. Allow them to, you know, now start, you know, throwing out the map of how they want to settle this with each other. Allow to work on whatever's broken between them too, because they don't got to be each other enemy at the end of the day. They really don't have to be each other enemy. And I feel like they both need to keep the third parties out their, you know, situation when it comes to their kids. Keep every third party out when it comes for co-parents of both of the kids, and let them two work on it. And I feel like the third parties should be able to just respect their decision, allow them to parent their child together, and just respect it at the end of the day for the sake of the two individuals, Royalty and CJ, and the main factor, the kids. That's how I feel. I just wish blessings upon blessings to both of them, because at the end of the day, to see this man go months without seeing the kids is very heartbreaking, because, you know, we have a lot of kids out here that does not have active fathers, that the father choose not to be in the kids' life, choose to walk away, and even could see the kids in the street and they act like those are not his kids. Those shits are fucked up. But when you got good fathers like CJ and many more that wants to be active on the kids' life, and for some way somehow they can't, because it's just this ongoing, you know, gap in between them two because of the situation, whatever happened, is very fucked up and sad at the end of the day. But overall, I hope him and her find some type of solution, even through the courts, and just find a way for both CJ and Royalty to be able to raise these kids together as co-parenting, and to see eye to eye, not to be each other's worst enemies, just learn how to build up. A lot of people would like to see, you know, the fusion. A lot of people would like to see them clash. A lot of people would like to see them, be each other's worst enemies. But at the end of the day, it really don't have to be about that. I understand drama sells, but at times it comes to the point where drama becomes exhausting. It comes to the point where drama becomes, just irritating and not good for the soul. But other than that, that's my opinion on the cjsocool, situation that he put out today about him, almost close to the time for him to see the kids, and about his new creation for his channel and how he's taking his channel from a different route. And like I said, your opinion, your thoughts are truly welcome in the comments down below. But we could agree to disagree, but it's only going to be respect to one another at the end of the day. But in the meantime, between time, it's your girl Queen Rose, and I'm out to the next video.
They go straight to the mata, then I'm up in the chopper, hitting the cha-cha, open his tata, then he